As some of you may have noticed, I've been on YouTube a fair bit recently, replying to comments quickly and spending a fair bit of time debating, but not actually posting new videos. This is because I've been sat at my desk for the past couple of weeks, reviewing, summarising and re-evaluating all the statistical literature on the determinants of interest rates, and literally any distraction is better than that. But finally, I've done just about enough to justify my salary, so I can sit down and make a new video. And who should come along ripe and ready for Pwnage but Internet Pastor TV? I won't lie, there was a gleeful grin on my face as I perused his channel looking for videos to destroy, and I found an absolute gem. I'm almost tempted to go easy on the guy, because I would genuinely enjoy debating this person. Internet Pastor, if you're watching, the challenge is open. You choose the topic and the format. As long as comments and ratings are free, I'll do it. Anyway, his video. The 5 Doctrines of Atheism, Part 4, Liberalism. I urge you very strongly to watch the video before you listen to my destruction of it. It is pure gold. I think it's the confusion that amuses me most. I love how he first lambasts liberalism and then bemoans unfair taxes. How might we decide, Mr. Internet Pastor, which taxes are unfair? By what criteria? Why shouldn't the government be allowed to take your property at whim? Oh yes, I remember. Hundreds of years of liberal political thought have entrenched the idea that you have certain rights. Christianity, by contrast, ordains that slaves be obedient to their masters, Ephesians chapter 6 verse 5, and that one should render unto Caesar those things which are Caesar's, Mark chapter 12 verse 17. Which ideology, I ask you, is more conducive to striking down unfair taxes? So what are his objections to liberalism? According to him, liberalism is the idea that things are true subject to circumstance. My question to him is this: what else should they be subject to? If you were to make a moral truth claim that wasn't subject to current circumstances, it wouldn't be a true claim unless by chance, because that's what truth means in that context. It's a bizarre objection, it really is. Notice he's also very far from liberalism here. He is in fact trying to attack cultural relativism, which, as those who know me already know, I do not see as a natural or desirable consequence of a liberal worldview. He confirms this by arguing that liberalism means that rape could be considered a moral act under certain circumstances. But liberalism isn't a moral philosophy as such, it's a political philosophy, as he knows because he stated the dictionary definition of liberalism earlier in the video. To claim to be attacking one set of positions when one is actually attacking another is dishonest. After dishonesty comes a revolting statement that abortion constitutes a modern Holocaust. Any man who has the callousness and lack of empathy necessary to compare the termination of an embryo, which does not have the capacity to suffer, with the terrible, needless, unbearable suffering of Jewish peoples of Europe during the Second World War is morally bankrupt in my view. As someone of Jewish descent, I don't mind fun being poked at my race's history. After all, humour is often the best weapon we have against the inexplicable, the terrible, and the tyrannical. But what he's doing isn't irony or humour. He's seriously seeking to equate the death and torture of millions of sentient human beings with the termination of clumps of cells biologically analogous to tumours, and this is not on. So we've established firmly that this is a video steeped in confusion, in downright intellectual dishonesty, and despicable moral relativism of the worst kind. But his worst sin, and an absolutely unforgivable category fallacy, is to fail in his justification that liberalism is a result or a tenet of atheism. The lack of belief in God in no way compels one to adopt a political philosophy based on individual freedom, and I bet he knows it, because he didn't even try and argue that point. Poor effort, my Bible-thumping friend, but I sincerely hope you continue putting out videos. They are of great service to the atheist community.